Hello and welcome to G3. I am Bald Mike, and it's been a long week, and I wanted to end it on some Journeys to Middle Earth. I had this campaign that I started, and with Gimli and Arwen as my characters, and I figured this was a good time to get it going again. Oh, because we got to get near the end. This is Chapter 7 of the Bones of Arnor campaign. So let's resume here. If you look on our last video, you'll see all the upgrades that we did to the two characters. We will embark. We're going to want to change everybody's roles. And it's preparing. While it's preparing, I'm going to shuffle the skill decks. Arwen's got a lot going on over here. She's got the Silent Scepter. She's got the Coney Foot title, the Luck Wearer title. All right. So this is the journey to the Brandywine took you underground, and your eyes take a moment to adjust to the sunlight, and your ears to the sounds of life. Each hero scouts 3. All right, so we'll go with Gimli first. 1, 2, 3. Time of need is always awesome to prep when you can. I'll put Restless Axe on the top for success. And now we'll scout 3 with Arwen. Just a minute. I'm going to prep Clever Wit. And I'll put Undying Might on top and Willful on the bottom. And then that will proc Curiosity. So after I prepare a skill with the leap symbol, which Clever Wit has right there, I can discard this to gain 2 inspiration or become determined. I'm going to discard it to get 2 inspiration. Get some inspiration right off the bat. There you go. And continue. All right, place tile 203A. 203. This pile. Okay. All right, and kind of, sort of like that. Get that set up. Let's see. Though you yearn to pause and bask in the natural beauty, you know you must cross the river before Ataran's forces. Place heroes as indicated. So let me grab the heroes out. I didn't even do that in my rush to get this unexpected stream set up. This was a very last-minute decision. Thanks for joining. I hope you are all having a wonderful evening. And we made it to Friday. Yay! An old picket fence remains here, the remnant of an age where this area was more settled. Place a search token as indicated. Okay, so that's right in our spot. A steady stream of smoke floats up into the air. You see what appears to be an encampment and remember Hanara mentioning a reliable ranger who makes a camp in these parts. Perhaps he might lend you his knowledge of this land. Place a person token as indicated. This is Halbarad. Objective updated, speak with Halbarad. Well, he's only 1 space away, so that seems pretty easy. I get nervous when some of these are too easy. We'll use that one. Excuse me. You have to cross the waters of the Brandywine. The only bridge you know of is the Bridge of Stonebows on the edge of the Shire, too far away for your purposes. You must find an efficient way to cross. File 205. 248. It's on the bottom of the stack. All right. So kind of like that. Just like that. Nearby, you see the edge of the Brandywine and what appears to be Ataran's minions patrolling the riverbanks. Place a threat token as indicated. Over there. Ataran's minions have felled a few trees and arranged them into a defensive barrier. Place a threat token. That's not good. Some of the lookouts have spotted you already. Place 1 orc marauder in our space. Wow. They're just getting right to it. Does he have a banner? Yes, he has a banner. Let me see if I can find one really quick. There's one in our space. Put the good guys over here. We'll put him there. Find his banner, which is this one. So I think that makes him an elite, which is scary. Get that right off the start. Place 304. Another time. This map isn't wasting any time expanding. What is that? 304. There it is. 304B. Okay, so the number down there. And just one little connection point. Like so. Now it's interesting that it's telling us to put an exploration token on this one, but it didn't on the one right next to us. Because the threat tokens, oh, here we go, 212. So that's not they are just hitting us with everything right from the get-go here. Oh, it's just going to kind of fill in this. Oops. Looks like it fills in like that. Although the number looks like it's off of space. Maybe it was rotated more. 212A, it says 212A. Okay. We'll go with that. We'll fix it later if we need to. Place 221B is indicated. All right, that means Gimli's stack of cards has to move. And back the tablet up a little bit. There we go. All right, 221. Let me find that one really quick. It's here somewhere. There it is. 221B as indicated. Coming off of here. No. I'm going to try to rotate the map a little bit. It's supposed to come along. That's where we are there. And that sort of looks right. Question mark? Yeah, okay. And we get some more exploration tokens. And now finally the action phase. All right, we've got a lot going on already. We have an Orc Marauder in our space. Let's take a look at his stats real quick. Well, if you can see that on the camera there. So it's an Orc Marauder. He has a huge keyword. He has 8 health and 2 armor, so effectively 10 health unless you could pierce that. Plus there's a search token in space and a person over there we want to talk to. Well, I guess Gimli has the giant axe for a reason, so we should probably punch this orc guy. So let's go with Gimli first. And he has the Arid Lewin Battle Axe. So I test my might, which is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Geez, I almost wish I didn't get that one success because then I could use time and need to convert everything. So I only got 1 hit. I'm sorry, 1 success. So that's 2 hits with Sunder. Sunder. 1, 2. Apply. Confirm. I don't. Yeah, I'll use my ability to put that back on top of the deck. Is that your turn? After you attack. Yep. Yes, he can attack back. 2 wounds. Let's see. An orc screams a phrase of such profane intensity you are sure you have been cursed. So it's 2 wounds and spirit negates. Okay, so that's good because my spirit is 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I blocked both. I had 2 successes. Confirm. Gimli will hit him again. 1, 2, 3. Wow. 4. So I got 3 successes that time. Let's see. So that's going to give me a total of 8 hits with Sunder and Cleave. That should get rid of him. Sunder, Cleave. Yep. Oops. Hang on. Cancel. 8. Always put in the max number just in case it affects anything. Remove 1 Orc Marauder. You are a nearby hero gaining inspiration. So we'll get rid of this guy. He's out of here. In case he comes back, we'll just put him right there. Gimli will definitely take the inspiration for that. Let's see. I can put one of the successes back on top, but you know what? I'm not going to because that's quite a few. That's 5 in the deck. So maybe that'll help me use Time of Need if I have to test anything else. But that was his second action, so he shouldn't have to. All right, so that's Gimli's 2 actions. Now Arwen's free to move about. So I have a search token and a person token. And poor Supper. Okay. So her first action is to be moved. Whoops. And then she's going to talk to the person. Halbarad is a leader of a company of rangers. Hanara trusted him. Perhaps he will help you in your quest. We'll speak with him. Halbarad's stiff demeanor and your countenance soften as you introduce yourself. I'm sorry, sour countenance soften as you introduce yourself. Hanara sent word to expect you, he says. She has made a full recovery. Before I commit my rangers to your cause, however, I will need you to convince me of the danger posed by this Atarwan. Test wit. Okay, that works out. So my wit is only 2, but I did prep clever wit. So let's see. Test 1, 2. This feels important, so I'm going to spend an inspiration to convert 1, and then I have 1 success, and then I will pop the clever wit for a total of 3 successes. So we'll put in 3 and confirm. You are able to sway Halbarad to your cause, and you see a fiery determination in his eyes. He clasps your hand in his. When the time comes, my warriors will be with you. Become determined. Okay, that's a good thing. So let's get the determined condition. And that is, when you test, you may discard this boon to discard any number of cards from that test and reveal that many additional cards. Excuse me. So I'll let you make your test a little easier. Halbarad turns to gaze across the river. If they come from Fornost, they must be aimed at the Anuminous. It is the only city to the west that shares a history with Fornost Irain. But be wary. Anuminous is a haunted city, and now the dead things that lie there stir. After a brief consultation, you determine that if you cross the river soon, you may still arrive ahead of Ataran's minions. Halbarad explains that Ataran's minions are patrolling the banks heavily, but if you still want to reach Anuminous, you might be able to sneak across if you could make a small raft. The land around these parts is well stocked with materials. I have plenty of rope, but you will need oars, pitch, and wood. Objective updated. Gather raft supplies. And the map's going to blow up some more. All right, so we're going to have to kind of push it this way without destroying it too much. And that is 304. So that looks like a city piece. Real B. Let's see what it's supposed to sit. See, and here's where you find out if you made mistakes earlier. Oops. So I know these 2 are right. The rest of it I'm not sure of. Yeah, this is really a wreck. So I think there is no room for all this. I think this was supposed to be up here. So good thing I didn't really move yet. This is here. Stop moving. Because this should be next to us. Touching like that. All right, that looks right. Now I think we got it. Oh boy, 206. More maps. These maps love to explode. 206. That's going to kind of fit in here. This one's actually almost fit like a puzzle piece. Like that. Okay. Are you kidding? All right, so let's move Gimli's stuff back this way. Hopefully this is still somewhat on camera. Oh, that's his. That's right. His discard pile got pretty big, and we'll have to scooch Arwen towards me a little more. All right, 300. All right, 300 B is going to come off the end of here. The number there. I do not. Almost want like that. Okay, boom. There we go. All right, I thought I had enough room, but then the map decides to blow up some more. All right, so that touches there. That should be there. This goes here, and now scooch Arwen some more. A lot of scooching going on in this game. This map is huge. I think it's the one that Kenny Blaze and I have usually had trouble with because it gets so big and they want you to explore and do things. And there's just not enough time. Because you only get to 65 threat before they do terrible things and you lose. All right, 209B. So they want this to come up here. I just got to figure out which tile exactly this is coming off of here. So it looks like right where Arwen is. Okay, Arwen's going to scooch this way. She's determined. Oops, inspiration came off. Okay, so this. Yeah, there's just no place to put Arwen in this setup. Let's move the bad cards a little bit. Hopefully this won't slide off camera on me. Okay. All right, so now it's kind of coming into here. That looks right. All right, I'm going to have to put her skill cards right next to her. And these will be her items and titles and weapons. All right. 4 more search tokens, or exploration tokens, sorry. 1, 2. Man, between all these exploration tokens and those threat tokens, the threat level is going to crank up like crazy. Cards with sprint are going to become really helpful. All right, so she moved 1 point and spoke to the ranger. So we have to find stuff to make a raft. But I think I'm going to just move over here to at least get rid of one of these tokens, which would be this one here. Explore. Several makeshift bridges and gates have been trussed to the crumbling ruins. Discard this exploration token and inspiration. All right, so she's back up to 2 inspiration. Among the rubble, you see what appears to be a boat oar. While you attempt to determine where the oar came from, you realize that the stones around it are shifting. Place a threat token as indicated. Right, that's right next to me. In that space there. And your journey continues. Oh, that's going to end the action phase. Still the shadow phase. The shadow deepens, though Hopia endures. Threat increases by 12. Jeez. This one is not looking good for our heroes. The peaceful hums of nature are interrupted by a murder of crows cawing, one after the other. You know to be wary of these birds, as they could very well be spies for Ataran. Gimli suffers 2 fear, spirit negates. Okay. So his spirit is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't want to use time and need. Oh, you know what? I'm going to guard it. There you go. I'll use my guard 3 for my unit will not pass. So no fear for Gimli. The rally phase. Okay. All right. With the threat jumping that much, I was expecting a lot worse. That's not too terrible. All right. So we have 3 threat tokens, a bunch of exploration tokens. Our ranger buddy is still there. And Gimli has a search token in his space. Splitting up feels like a bad idea. Especially with all those threat tokens. So Arwen scouts Heaven Star, and I'm gonna prep the healing poultice because it has sprint 2 on it. I'll put the Heaven Star on top of the deck. Unyielding Spirit and Undying Might. So we'll prep Undying Might with Gimli. Give him an extra success when he attacks. And continue. Alright, the action phase. Arwen can go and sprint 2 for a basically free move. That'll get 1 inspiration token out of the way. I think Gimli's going to go and hit the search token. Let's see what this is about. An old picket fence remains here. Excuse me, a remnant of an age where this area was more settled. Search. Approaching the fence, you see someone passed by here recently, leaving quite a sturdy rope knotted around the rotting wood. Test wit 2. All right, my wit is only 2, so I'm a little nervous about this one. 1. Oh. My weakness popped up. That's the worst. Yeah, I can't do anything about that, so that's going to be a fail for Gimli. This rope must have been tied by an expert or a madman. You cannot seem to work the knots free, though it would be a shame to just cut them and ruin a good length of rope. All right, I got to try again. Apparently, this is the rope we need to make our boat. So same thing, test wet 2. 1, 2. All right, so I got a success and an inspiration symbol, so I'll spend the token, and I will pass. The knots are tricky, but you have a clever eye and are able to work the rope free without cutting it. Discard this search token. You have gained the hops and rope trinket. You or a nearby hero may immediately equip it. All right, let me go into my box of trinkets. Where did I put the box of trinkets? Oh. Sorry about the noisy chair. We at G3 need to upgrade our chairs. We just upgraded our mic. Our chairs got to be next. All right, let me look for this hops and rope trinket. Arwen is more than 1 space away, so she cannot take this. You know what? I'm looking at weapons. I'm definitely not going to find in that stack. Yes, Bald Mike, it's been a long week. Pay attention. I see. That's not trinkets either. What the heck? Here we go. All right. Last pile. This is definitely it. We have the right back this time. All right. Hops and rope. I tell you, this combination, they're hard to damage. They heal so much. And they have a bunch of items and trinkets here. Hops and rope. All right, I found it. Yay. So the hops and rope is a trinket. When you interact with a token, if you would test might, you may test, what is that? Agility instead. Well, that's bad for Gimli. When you interact with a token and test might or agility, you may deplete this item to convert 1 leaf icon to a success. So when you interact with a token to test might. Okay. This would be better for Arwen, but like I said, she's not adjacent, so Gimli has to take it, and we'll put 2 tokens on it. Just 2. Not bad. All right, so that was Gimli's 2 turns. Boy, that feels bad. What to do with Arnor? I could sprint 2, which I can go 1, 2, and open that tile. I think I'm going to just use one of my actions, get 1 movement point there, and then interact with that search token for my second action. Got to get rid of some of these, or we're going to lose this quick. Among the rubble, you see what appears to be a boat oar. While you attempt to determine where the oar came from, you realize that stones around it are shifting. Search. As you approach, the rubble begins to shift and debris bursts out at you. Test agility? Is that agility? Yes, that is. All right, so R1 has 3 agility. So it's just 1, 2, 3. I got 2. Oh, but didn't I have? I'm going to use the determine because I did reveal my weakness, so I'm going to discard that and reveal an additional card. Time of need, I'll convert one of those for a total of 3 successes. That should be good enough. 3 is usually a good number. You dodge through rubble. A rough screech betrays the presence of a goblin lurking behind the rubble and launching debris at you with a boat oar. You duck another volley and rush the creature. Discard the threat token and spawn 1 goblin scout as indicated. You may immediately attack it as a free action. So let me get a little goblin scout right here. And I get a free attack on him. So we're going to continue. Let's see what he looks like. He's only got 3 hit points and 1 armor. So I will hit him with a hunting knife, which is my agility, which is 3 again. 2, 3. I wish for more inspirations. Let me see. So this is... All right, so this will be 2 successes, so it's going to be 2 hits with lethal. That's the best I can do. Left him with 1 wound left. Yes, he can attack back. Let's see. A goblin lunged at you with shrieking with rage. Might negates 2 wounds. 1, 2. All right, so I block 1 and take 1. So face up 1. Flip 1 wound face up, then flip this face down. This is the only wound I have, so just because I'm going to go face down. All right, so I have 1 movement point. And then I searched, but that attack was a free action, so I still have movement point, but can't use it. After deplete, yeah, nothing else to really do here, but I will use my ability once during my turn. You or a nearby hero may flip 1 wound or fear face down, or discard 1 face down wound or fear. So I'm going to discard that 1 wound. Keep them healthy. Boy, I was hoping to get rid of more tokens than that. Yeah, he didn't move. But the good thing is the enemy activated by hitting me back. All right, the goblin seems to be interested only in escaping. Before you have the chance to react, it has thrown an oar at you. By the time you recover from the surprise attack, you notice the goblin has vanished. You have found an oar. A hero in the goblin space suffers 1 wound, then discard 1 goblin scout. Okay, so he's gone, but he hit me upside the head with an oar. So a wound. Where in it? Flip this card face down. All right, so I still have face down wound either way. Oh, I was supposed to use the Silent Scepter to get inspiration when I talked to the ranger. All right, so I missed that trigger. Threat increases by 12. Man, we got to get rid of these tokens. The Tauren scouts stalk you through the trees, slipping through the shadows. Place 1 orc taskmaster in the indicated space. Those are the newer ones from the Shadow Paths expansion with the whip. And that is the space I just left. All right, so he just came out and he didn't do anything, so I'm okay with that. Hopefully this map won't expand anymore. All right, R1 scouting. Evan Star, time of need. We're going to go time of need for later with the Evan Star on top. Gimli's turn to scout. Fury and Ancient Wisdom. Let's prep Ancient Wisdom. We'll put Fury on the bottom. All right. Excuse me. Grab the water. All right. The best thing to do seems to be run away from that orc. But I think Gimli's going to go first. Oh, let me continue on here before I start doing things. Yeah, so Gimli's going to move 1 and interact with this search token. The riverbanks are heavily guarded by Taran's minions. If you would try to cross here, you would surely alert a Taran to your exact location. That would jeopardize your mission. Better to not go near them at all. All right, so that's no good. That just puts us... I have to find Patch, I think is the other item that the ranger said. So that was 1 movement point. The second one I'll go here, which is this token. We'll explore. In the forest, webs cover bushes and branches, partially obscured by an unnatural darkness beneath the trees. Discard this exploration token again in inspiration. Okay, he gets that. So that was 1 interactive. So this was his second. Several rough individuals sit around a campfire speaking low and hushed. Place a threat token as indicated. Well, that's right in my spot. Man, I cannot get rid of threat tokens this game. Journey continues. All right, so he moved, he interacted, and then moved again. So that's his turn. How tough is this Pitmaster? Oh, he's got a total of 9 health. I was thinking about using a ranged attack with Arwen and then sprinting away to get that other exploration token off the board. That'll help stop the threat from going up so much. Or I can come down this way, but I don't think I want to split them up that much. I can sprint for free and then interact for 1 and then go get that. All right, so I'm going to discard Healing Poultice to sprint 2 with Arwen. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and she'll interact with this token. Several rough individuals sit around a campfire, speaking low and hushed. Greet the group, ambush the group, or cancel. I have a feeling if I go with ambush, I'm going to spawn ruffians. I mean, it might either way. It is a threat token. Let's try greeting them. See what happens. The group looks up at your greeting, and 1 man hails you in return. Hello, fellow traveler. You look weary. Why not sit here with us a spell? Discard this threat token. Place a person token as indicated. All right, so that's going to turn into a person token. Now I'll remember to use that. So her second action, the move was her sprint card, so that wasn't an action. So her second action is going to interact with the person token now. The friendly travelers around this campfire are swapping stories of the road. So I'm glad I didn't just attack them. Basking in the fire's warmth, you nearly miss one of the travelers speaking to you. She repeats herself, still in soft tones. We are happy to share our fire with you, stranger. All we ask is you tell us a story in return, as we have all done. Test Wit 2. If you have a knowledge skill prepared, you may convert 1 leaf to a success. If you have a valor skill prepared, you may add 1 success. Unfortunately, I don't have either of those. This is Test Wit. My Wit is 2. So 1, 2. Well, that's bad. This is 2, right? Yeah, so I fail. You stammer an apology and claim to know no stories that would be entertaining to share. The woman pats your back soothingly. Do not worry, friend. Take some time. Perhaps you'll remember a story from your childhood to share later. All right, because I'm going to use the Silent Scepter. After I interact with a person token, you may deplete this item for you or a nearby hero to gain 2 inspiration and discard a feeder. So Gimli will get 2 inspiration. Yeah, we'll do that. And then the Luck Warrior title says after you deplete a trinket, you may remove the skill from the adventure to gain a boon of your choice and place 1 depletion token on that trinket. So I will do that and get my token back on the scepter. And then I get one of these good cards here. Determined is pretty good. If you are attacked for your test for all wounds. Hidden is good. Boldened. I think I'm going to go with... I don't think that orc's going to get to us, so I'm going to take Determined. Okay, and then using her ability, I will discard the face down wound. All right, and that title's done. Trinkets, inspiration. Yeah, she interacted with both tokens. The token is still there. It didn't say remove it too, so that's interesting. So we will end the action phase and go into the shadow phase. So move 1 and attack Gimli or closest hero. So he's nowhere near Gimli's, at least 1, 2, 3 spaces away. So no target. Move 2 spaces towards the closest hero. Now if he goes this way, 1, 2, he's right next to both of them. Darkness step. Each hero in darkness. Oh, those tiles are darkness. I didn't realize that. Ooh. All right. So they both have to test. Each hero in darkness suffers 2 fear. Spirit negates. Well, let's go with R1 first. Her spirit is 3. So 1, 2, 3. 3 successes. She is not afraid. Let's see if Gimli is. His spirit is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He did get 2 successes and a weakness and a blank, so that was bad, but he still blocked it off, so he's fine. Continue. Threat increases by 11. Jeez. After hurrying directly here, you have a bit of a head start on Taran's forces. Threat decreases by 15. I think the app's like saying, we feel sorry for you. The more enemies notice you, the more dangerous it will become to complete your journey across the Brandywine. Discard the threat token. All right, so we're getting rid of that one that Gimli did interact with. One of the patrols is now close enough to spot and attack you. Well, that's bad. Place 1 Orc Marauder on the indicated space. Oh, man, they make those icons so small. So he's going to get a different banner, but he's back. I had a feeling he would be. Come on down. And it's the rally phase, so he didn't really do anything but pop up. So we're kind of sandwiched in between 2 bad guys, which I don't like. Excuse me. All right, Gimli Scouting 2 gets Unyielding Spirit and Honed Agility. Honed Agility is a good one for Gimli because his agility stat's only 2. We'll put the other one on top. We'll go with Arwen. They both have a time of need in their prep area, which is really good. All right. I think this Orc Taskmaster is the one that's really in the way. All right, so Arwen Scout. Gathered Wisdom and Gathered Wisdom. Well, that's a tough choice. So I think I'll take the Gathered Wisdom and prep it and put Gathered Wisdom on top. So after lore increases, you or a nearby hero may scout 1 and rest 2. So again, this combination is really tanky. I didn't realize that when I started this, but it is fun to play. All right, continue. And it's the action phase. All right, so I think... Let me look at this Taskmaster. Yeah, total of 9 health. I could have Gimli go after him. And then Arwen can interact with that token again. Maybe she can tell a better story. Because Gimli's wit is also only 2, so I don't see him telling a better story. So I think he's going to move and punch this Orc Taskmaster. So let's get his stats back up here. He is terrifying and 7 health and 2 armor. So using the Arid Lewin Battle Axe, my might is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I got 3 leaf symbols and 1 success. I will convert the other 2 with inspiration tokens. So a total of 3 successes will give me 8 hits with Sunder and Cleave. Cleave, Sunder. 8. Right? Yep. 6 and 2. Confirm. I'll put the final defense back on top. Actually, no, yeah, I will. Final answer. Yep, it's on top. Remove 1 Orc Taskmaster. You or nearby hero gains an inspiration. I still have 1. Arwen doesn't have 1. So I think I'm going to give that one to Arwen. Get rid of the Orc. So Gimli has movement point left, so he's going to come over here to get rid of this token. It'll help reduce the threat buildup. A jetty built of stone seems to have gone unused for a time, but the empty barrels piled about lead you to believe it was a barrel launch at one point. Discard the X-Force token, gain inspiration. Okay. A small cairn of stones is draped with garlands. Place a search token as indicated. That's in the opposite spot of the tile that I'm at. So that's here. I'm over here. Let's see if I can get you guys to see that a little bit better. And see, yeah, there we go. Okay. Clear water cascades between 2 stones here, singing. Place a search token as indicated. And that's in my spot. Your journey continues. All right, so he beat up that guy and moved 2, so he's actually done. I think Arwen's first action is going to be to interact with the campers over here again, the friendly travelers. Let's interact. Basking in fire's warmth. You nearly miss one of the. Okay, so it's the same thing. They want to tell a story. So test wit 2. Let's see what happens. 1, 2. Man, I cannot catch a break. I got a success and a blank. All right, we're gonna fail again. Same thing. We'll share later. All right, but she interacted with person token, so I'm going to deplete the silent scepter and gain 2 inspiration. So having done that, she's going to range attack with Whistler, which is her upgraded ranged weapon, and that's going to use her. It's weird because it can use agility or wit, and when wit's only 2, why would you want to use that? So she's going to range attack this guy. Oh, I forgot I could use the German to flip another card. Oh well. 1, 2. Well, that's just terrible. 3. I'm going to discard. I'm going to use the German, discard those 2 cards, and flip 2 new cards. 1, 2. Let's see. So yeah, I can convert the 2 icons there for a total of 4 successes in this attack. So that's going to give me a total of 7, 8, 9 hits with stun and smite. So there's smite. There's stun, and we said 4, 5, 4, 7, 8. No, 9 hits. Wow, this whistler's really good. Because the first one is 1 success you can convert for 2 hits and stun. The second one is 1 success for 3 hits, and the last one is 2 successes, 4 hits and smite. And I have total of 4 successes. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. Oh, but it's not enough to kill him. Oh, but 1 health left. So close. All right. So she interacted and she made an attack. So she is done. So that's going to end the action phase. We'll go to the shadow phase. They have to test because they're both in darkness. She will pass both by converting with an inspiration token. Gimli will test. Oh, it tests spirit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, Gimli gets 3 successes, so definitely passes that, and no fear for him either. Spirit increases by 9. And the rally phase. All right, Gimli's already got 4 skills prepped, so he's going to wind up discarding one of these. Right now, I'm leaning towards honed agility. 2, final defense, and clever wit. There seems to be a lot of wit in this one, so I'm going to put final defense on top, get rid of honed agility, and prep clever wit. Arwen. Poor Arwen. She cannot tell a story. All right. We're going to prep clever wit. We're going to tell a story, gosh darn it. All right, so there's that. All right, so we'll continue. Now it was scouted. And it's the action phase. There's a part of me that wants to keep talking to these travelers and see if telling a story is going to gain me anything, but I feel like it's only going to get me an inspiration token, and I don't know if it's worth wasting all this time to do that. But I can stand there and shoot that orc too, because he only has one health left. So we're going to interact with these people again. So interact, same story. Test wit 2. 1, 2. All right, so I have 1 success, and I will spend the clever wit to add a success. So I finally pass. Hopefully this was worth it. You regale your new friends with a thrilling tale from the recent travels, a story of love, heroism, and narrow escape from danger. It is possible you embellish the details a bit, but your company enjoys the telling. Threat decreases by 4, gain an inspiration, then discard this person. All right, so decreasing the threat was definitely help. And then I get to use the Silent Scepter again, and R1 will gain 2 inspiration. So that netted her a total of 3 inspiration, which is pretty good. I can't complain about that. All right, so that's her first action. Her second action, she was a ranged attack on that Orc Marauder that's still there. So using Whistler again. I'll use my agility, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. He only has 1 health left. Or he probably has the armor again, because I believe the armor regenerates. Yeah, so basically a total of 3. Right now I have 2 successes, which will be 3 hits. So that should be enough to get him. So I don't have to spend any inspiration. 1, 2, 3. Fine. Remove 1 Orc Marauder from the board and gain inspiration. After you attack with this item, gain 1 inspiration for each song skill you have prepared. I do not have any songs prepared, but that does give me 4 inspiration. So that's something I have to keep track of too. Make sure if I flip a song that I prep it. I don't know if she has any songs in her deck, to be honest. That would be good for the character. I think it's Barabor that has the harp. I can't remember which one it is, but that would be a really good weapon for her to use. All right, so Gimli's turn. Gimli's over here, so he's going to hit this search token. Clear water cascades between 2 stones sitting here. Search. The water is sweet and pleasant. It would probably be refreshing to take a long drink or perhaps just wash your hands and face. So the options are wash your face or drink the water. I'm thirsty. Let's drink. The water is more nourishing than usual, and you feel the sweet chill of it work the aches from your body. Discard 1 wound or 1 fear, then discard the search token. Okay, well, I don't have any of those, but we'll still get rid of that token. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. That was his first action. I have a feeling we have to make our way down to this end, and we're way up here. So I'm just going to go 1, 2. and confirm. The shadow phase. So now there's darkness steps. Now Gimli is out of darkness, but Arwen is still in it. Oh, and I ran right past the search token. So she has to negate 2 fear with her spirit. 1, 2, 3. She got 1 success, and she'll convert the leaf symbol to block both. Good job, Arwen. Continue. Threat increases by 9. And the rally phase. So while I've got Arwen's cards handy. So it looks like Gimli's going to come down here and explore. Arwen's going to get that search token that I totally spaced out on while Gimli was right there. Let's go 1 clever wit and honed agility. Her agility's pretty good, so let's go with clever wit again. We'll put honed agility on top. Gimli's turn to scout. And Arwen's talking to all the people. Gimli's just running around. He hasn't talked to anybody yet. He talked to an orc with his axe, final defense, and restless axe. When you run over here from the last stand. All right, so I'm going to put final defense on top. I'm going to get rid of Undying Might, and we'll prep restless axe. All right. Excuse me. All right, action phase. I'm just going to scroll a little bit since we're heading in this direction. Actually, let's go with Arwen first. She's going to go 1, 2, and then interact. A small cairn of stones is draped with green garlands. Let's search. The garlands are woven leaves and vines, with a few blossoms dotting the verdant ropes. The cairn of stones is well balanced, the stones polished and clean. The stubs of a few candles are melted into the ground around the array. Test spirit 1. Just 1. 1, 2, 3. Of course, I don't. I flipped all leaf icons, so I'll spend its inspiration token to convert 1, and we'll pass. This must be some sort of shrine or memorial. You light the candles and sit before the festooned stack. You empty your mind and take a few slow breaths. You feel at peace here. Flip 1 fear face down or discard 1 face down fear, then discard the search token. All right, so not helpful, but got the token off the board. All right, so she moved 1, 2 search, and she's done. So now it's Gimli's turn. He's going to go 1, 2. Come down here, and we'll get this. This is actually, now that I'm seeing it here, I think this is supposed to be turned a little bit. Like that. Right? No. Like that. That looks not right either. Yeah. Man, this one will really mess you up if you let it. I think one of these other ones is off. But I don't think it's affecting anything, so we're just going to go with it. Explore. Between 2 small hillocks, a deep hole leads into an unseen underground cavern. Discard the exploration, gain an inspiration. Well, that's not good. Gimli gets the inspiration token. You hear a faint wicking sound on the breeze. It seems to be coming from this area. Place a search token as indicated. All right, so that's 1 space away. Your journey continues. All right, so Gimli moved 2 spaces. Still has an action left. I'm thinking it's going to be just to move. So let's go 1, 2, and get this last token down here. Oh, continue. Explore. The buildings in this area look well stocked. You may probably find some great materials here. Gain inspiration. And because of the heirloom battle axe, my inspiration limit is increased by 1, so Gimli can now hold 4, I believe it is. Yeah, his printed stat is 3, but now he can hold 4 because of the axe. So I actually get this token. You see a barrel of pitch resting atop a rickety platform. Place a search token as indicated. And that is one space away, but that is what I need to make my raft. Your journey continues. Okay, so that's the end of the action phase. The shadow phase. The darkness step. So Arwen is still in darkness. So she tests her spirit, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 successes. She's fine. And nope, Gilly doesn't have to success. I have to test, I'm sorry. Threat increases by 8. The sun falls behind the hills to the west. Each space is now in darkness. Oh, so now it doesn't matter where they go. Now the sun has set. The number of patrols guarding the banks of the Brandywine is increased. Each hero suffers 1 fear. Spirit negates. Each hero who suffers fear discards all boons. Okay. So spirit for Arwen is 1, 2, 3. It's 1. So she blocked it. She got a success. And 2 blanks, so good thing. Gimli's spirit is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he got 1 success, so he's fine. Neither one had boons to discard, so it wouldn't have been too much. Uh-oh. Place a pit goblin. Pit goblins, where are you? You are in the other box because you are not painted either. Pit goblin in this very last space. Uh-oh. Place 1 giant spider. All right, 1 spider's not terrible, but that's way up here. Kind of up here by Arwen. Okay, now it's getting bad. There's another one. That's supposed to be a threat token. When did it tell me to place it? Did I miss it telling me to place a threat token? All right. So I have a threat token and a spider with a banner, which is this. All right, so that spider gets that token. And then the pit goblin's supposed to have a token. Banner as well. Kind of. Not that one. Kind of, sort of, not that one. That's the one. My one complaint about this app is they make the banner symbol so small. But other than that, I really enjoy this game. Okay, let me continue. Before I rally. Alright, you're not going to happily show me. So I think it's not that one. I think this guy down here is this banner. Alright, so everybody's going to scout 2. Gimli is surrounded by baddies. And a threat token I somehow misplacing, but it's there. Alright, R1 scout. Phosphorescence or unyielding spirits. They ignore darkness. Right here on your space person. Alright, that's really good. I'm going to prep phosphorescence. So heroes in your space ignore darkness. When a hero in your space prepares a card with a leaf symbol, that hero gains an inspiration. And we'll put unyielding spirit in the bottom. Let's go with Gimli now. So I need to get that pitch and then get back to the ranger dude way up there. Undying Might, I'm sorry, final defense. Final defense on top. Undying Might is going to get prepped. We'll discard Clever Wit. So I think we're all set for Gimli to start smashing face here. So we're going to start with the spider with the banner. Nope, wrong one. Sorry. The one with the banner, like I said. He only has 4 health, so that's not terrible. That should be pretty easy for Gimli to switch with his axe. So we're going to test Might. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that was a terrible flip. I got a success, a leaf icon, my weakness, and a blank. So I need to spend an inspiration to make it a total of 6 hits with Cleave. Cleave. Apply. And remove a spider and get an inspiration. So I got my token back. I am not going to put final defense on top. Continue. Actually, yes, I will, because that's a threat token. Let's see what this is. Vermin are everywhere in the city, crawling through the muck and spreading filth. Search. The sight of the rats and roaches scuttling from the shadow turns your stomach. Test Spirit 3. 1, 2, 3. Total blank. No, I fail. You flinch from the sheer number of vermin infesting the city. Your skin begins to itch thinking about the pestilence being spread. Suffer 2 face down fear, then discard this threat token. Oh, ouch. Okay, 2 face down fear. Go up there for the moment. Oh, Gimli can get rid of wounds himself, but not fear. That's not too good. But that token's gone at least. And that's his 2 actions. Arwen has nothing with sprint. She can go 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, she's going to go 1, 2, and make a ranged attack on the spider. That's what she's going to do. Because the spider's over here. Right over there. All right, so she's going to use Whistler, which uses her agility stat, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that was pretty awful. Wow. Sure, I'll spend 1 inspiration to convert one hit, so that'll be 3 hits on him. After you attack this with this item, gain an inspiration for each song. That's right, I keep forgetting to look at that. I don't think she has any though. Can he attack? No, because it was a ranged attack. All right, Gimli's going to have to deal with that pit goblin. So she moved, she attacked, she's done. Confirm. In the shadow phase. Everybody's in darkness, but Arwen ignores it. The pit goblin moved 2 to attack Arwen or closest hero. So he actually doesn't have to move to do it because they want to make a ranged attack. So you attack Gimli. The goblin tracks your movements with flat, angry eyes. Wisdom negates 1 wound and 2 fear. So my wisdom is only 2. 1, 2. So I have success, and I will use Ancient Wisdom for the other success. So I'll block the 2 fear, and I'll take a wound. Flip this card face down. And then my twice wrought ringmail says, when you suffer damage after resolving all damage from a single source, gain an inspiration. Can I take any more? Oh, I can't take any more. Okay. If you attest Spirit, Wit. Oh, all this time. See, I keep forgetting that ability. If you attest Wisdom, Spirit, or Wit, you may test Might instead. Gotta remember that because his Might is 4. This is the spider move 3 to attack Arwen. So he only has to move 1. Attack. The spider hesitates to attack outright, waiting for your guard to be lowered. Wisdom negates. 1 wound. After the attack, discard 1 inspiration. Okay. What is it? Yeah, wit. Oh, it's wit to block. So that's only 1, 2, but I blocked 2 successes. We blocked. So all right. So Arwen ignores the darkness, but Gimli does not. So he has to test his spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Block 1, convert 1 with an inspiration. So no fear for him. Try to increase it by 7. And the rally phase. All right, let's rally with Gimli first. During the rally phase, he's going to use the Hobbit rations to get rid of the wound. Arwen needs to get near him so she can heal off some of this fear from him. Let's see. The weakness is definitely going on the bottom. Another restless axe. Oh, don't like that, but it is what it is. Let's go with Arwen. Jeez, her weakness in nobility. It's an 8 before never heard of test. I'm going to put that on the bottom. Oh, no. I'm going to prep that. I'll put the weakness on the bottom. I'll get rid of the gathered wisdom. And because phosphorescence, when a hero in your choice prepares a card with the leaf symbol, which nobility has, that hero gains an inspiration. So Arnold will gain inspiration for that. All right, continue. And it's the action phase. Jeez. All right. Gimli's moving over here with this big goblin for 1. So they're way down here. Let's see what he looks like. Oh, he's not very tough. All right, so I'm going to swing my axe at his head. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 2 successes, which will give me 6 hits with cleave, which should be more than enough. Cleave. I'll leave all that in my discard pile. Get rid of him. He gains that inspiration back. So he moved 1. He's going to move 2 to be with the search token here. But unfortunately, he can't do anything about it this turn. Arwen's going to go. She's going to slice the spider with her hunting knife. This uses her agility, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. I will proc honed agility for 4 successes. That's going to because we flip a total of 4 leaf symbols on 3 cards. And Time of Need will convert them all. So that'll be a total of 5 hits with Lethal and Pierce, which is way overkill. Lethal Pierce. 5. All right, that would normally give her 1 inspiration, but the hunting knife says after you defeat an enemy group, gain 1 additional inspiration. So she's up to 4. She can hold 5. And that spider's gone. That was her first action, which they are up here at the moment. And then she's going to go 1, 2, and end the action phase. Shadow phase. Gimli's in darkness. 1, 2, 3 for his spirit. Wow. He's going to proc. Yeah, he'll proc Time of Need to convert, so nothing for him. Continue. Oh, wait a minute. Don't we have... all this time I forgot Gimli has the weather top torch that ignores darkness. Jeez, try to increase by 7. Read your cards, kids. A rustle in the bushes heralds the arrival of one of Halberd's rangers. Enemies have swarmed the docks of both riverbanks. There will be no crossing that way. He marks the path for you to a place where the riverbanks are close and the water shallow, but very swift and treacherous. It's your only option, the scout says. You must cross there. Objective updated: ford the river. And another tile that we have no room for. And of course, on the opposite side of where I was on the map, 202. Okay, this pile, it's a small one at least. 4, 2. All right, if this map goes anymore, we're really in trouble. I'm just about at a table here. We're going to put a search token. The rangers have marked a path to this area where the Banks are close together and the water is shallow but very dangerous. Okay. Some of the lookouts have spotted you. Well, that's not good. Place 2 orc taskmasters. All right, so we have one out already, so that's one. Let me find one other. That's them. Halbert's Rangers are waiting here to help lead you to the river crossing. Place a person token as indicated. Where did that just drop? Of course, in that same space. Let's see. Place another one over here. And place another one a little deeper in the city. I wonder how many you have to talk to. The more enemies notice you, the more dangerous you'll become to complete your journey across the Brandywine. Discard this threat token. That's that one. Oops, I went in the wrong spot. All right, so it's the rally phase. So we're at 56 out of 65 threat. And we're on the wrong side of the map. So this is not looking well for our heroes. Because as you can see, there is a gap. The map doesn't actually touch here. So Gimli Scout of 2. Sure. We'll prep Poet's Heart. We'll put the other one on top. This is a success. So Gimli is going to go talk to that other guy. And we'll see what happens. So gathered wisdom and time of need. Let's go time of need. And that will trigger phosphorescence. So Arwen can take one last inspiration. And we'll continue. Action phase. All right, so right now we're all over in this area. So Gimli's going to go 1, 2, and talk to this person here. It's one of Halbert's Rangers are waiting here to help you lead to the river crossing. The Rangers here advise you to always keep 2 points of contact while crossing the river. They point you in the right direction. Remove this person token and place it on your hero sheet. It will help you while crossing the river. Oh, so that's why. All right, so Gimli should talk to these people. All right, so he moved 2 and he interacted, so he's done. So I'm going to use Arwen's ability to heal one of these fear off of Gimli. And then she's going to just going to move 1 and then shoot at these orc taskmasters. Wow, they have 9 health each. Well, 7 health and 2 armor each. That's a lot. All right, so using her whistler, her agility is 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I only got 2 because I got my weakness. So that's kind of bad. So 2, I can do 5 hits with stun. Seems good. I can do 4. No song is prep. Yeah, let's do the 5 hits and stun. She has a movement point left. So let's use it to back up space. And we'll end the action phase. And the shadow phase. So nobody's in darkness. They both ignore it for their own reasons. Because of the torch for Gimli and the phosphorescent skill on Arwen. Threat increases by 6. There's no way. Rally phase. Wow, they didn't even bother moving the bag. They're like, oh, that's because I stunned them. That's why. I was like, you're in trouble. You're not going to make it through this. I shouldn't have moved Arwen. I should have kept her there in double range. Man, that was a mistake. If I get something with sprint, I'm okay. Weakness. No, I didn't. All right, so gathered wisdom will go on top. I'm going to prep the weakness, getting rid of clever wit. Gimli. You cannot pass, which is guard. That's really good. So I'll put ready defense on top. Oh, I should have popped that. Get rid of one of the restless axes and prep. You cannot pass. Okay, continue. I made a mistake. That might bite me. Yeah, Gimli can't get into that space, and it's going to take both of his movement points. Oh, man. And there's no way we're going to get to the other side of the map. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. So for what it's worth, Gimli's going to go 1, 2, and talk to him again. Speak with Halbard. Halbard shows you how to set your feet and shifting the river stones will hamper your movement. Remove this purse token, place on your hero sheet. Oh, that was just, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so Gimli's got 2. And then go. Where he was here, so he's done. All right, so Arwen's going to go 1. Actually, before I do that, let me see which weapon would be better to use. What matters. Piercing lethal. Yeah, the hunting knife is better. So she's going to go 1, 2, and attack with the knife. Using my agility, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll spend 2 inspiration to convert those for a total of 3. So that'll be 5 hits with piercing lethal. Pierce lethal. Oop, no, only 5. Oh, I'm leaving 1 alive with 1 hit point. Yes. The Taskmaster howls orders in guttural language for renew its assault. Might negates 1 wound. Each hero in a space with an orc or goblin suffers 1 face down wound. Oh, that's not too good. So my might negates my might with R1 is only 2. 2. I'll spend an inspiration to negate. But then I would suffer a wound. Let's see what it is. Flip this face down, and then R1's ability would discard it anyway. Okay. Confirm. All right, so Arwen moved and she attacked. That guy's still alive. That's it. I think I'm going to lose. Shadow phase. It's only got 3 threat left. So nobody's in darkness. We don't care. Threat increases by 6. This should kill me. Ataran's vanguard vanished into the west. They will surely reach Innuminous before you. Lore increases by 3. Each hero receives 3 experience. The heroes lose. Oh, man. The map just gets so big so quick. Unless you're one of the characters with a bunch of sprint cards, it's almost impossible to cover this much ground. Because there's a break in the map, so you can't go that way. You literally have to go all the way up and around to the far side when I was on the opposite end. It's tough. I think this is one Kenny Blaze and I played twice together and always lose this particular mission because of that. The map gets so big and you just can't cover the ground in time. Even with the new tiles, this is the first time playing it with the Shadow Paths expansion. So like some of these tiles are new, and it's just way too much. But anyway, I'll do the upgrades and everything off camera, and I will put them in the comments below on this video when it's up on the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was Chapter 7. I believe there is a Chapter 8. If I'm reading on the app here. It's the Gates of Innuminous. And I think there's one more after that. I believe there's a total of 9 for the Bones of an Orc campaign. All right, guys. I appreciate you watching. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on gaming. Bye-bye.